Hello and welcome back to my channel. So my quick tip and idea for today is to create a PowerPoint presentation on the topic of transportation. So this time I've actually done some prep. As you can see, I've got this ChatGPT project here where at first I discussed my plan for the project with ChatGPT and I had it generate some prompts for some assets for me. So we've got some backgrounds and some vehicles for the foreground. All right, so if we go into generating background assets, I just put the prompts in one by one, got my results. Had some issues initially, so I later went back over here, asset repair, had it fix everything. But yeah, the background came out really well. And I just like to keep my threads more organized by separating them like this. See, I do the planning and the prompt generation, and then I separate it into the actual asset generation. But yes, so I've taken everything. I even asked it to find me some sound effects for the different vehicles. And this video is going to mostly be a PowerPoint video. So I'm actually going to show you how I assemble this presentation right here. So I want to start with the bus stop. We're going to go picture fill, insert from file. I'm going to find where I put my graphics. There's the bus station. Okay. Now it's getting cropped a little there. So let's just toggle that. It will help it fit better. Okay. Now I want to have it so that the scene starts empty like this, and I can discuss different elements of the scene with the students. But then after interacting with the screen, something will, the relevant vehicle, in this case, a bus, will drive through. So let's go insert pictures from this device. I've navigated to where I have my graphics. Let's insert bus. Let's place it nicely. I want it over there. All right. Now we're going to go to animations. I want to have this fly in from the left. So far so good. It already looks like a vehicle driving in. There are a few things we can do later to make it more natural. So let's open the animation pane. I also want an exit animation. It should fly out to the right. Okay. Now one more detail I want to add here is a sound effect. So I want it to sound like a bus when this thing drives in. So we're going to go to, oh, my battery is low. Give me 1 second to plug that in. So yeah, just while I'm plugging this in, I'll say the assets took me about 30 minutes to generate. Your mileage may vary. You could maybe do it slower or quicker, depending on your process. Okay. So what I did here is I clicked this little drop down, clicked on Effect Options. Now I want to make this look more natural. So if we test this, see, it just flies in and it stops so suddenly. It's not realistic. Let's give it a little bit more character. All we have to do is smooth the end of this animation. And furthermore, while we're here, I want to add a sound effect. Let's go all the way down to other sound, and I'm going to choose my bus sound. And I've chosen the sound of the hydraulic brakes there. And it fits quite well because this sound will play after this animation stops. Like that. Okay, and then next we have this exit animation. So let's test it. I press F5. All right, we have an empty scene. We can do some discussion, and when the students are ready to guess what vehicle is going to arrive, we have a bus. When we're done, click again, and the bus exits. Nice and smooth. All right, so now all we have to do this fairly efficiently is to duplicate this for each of my scenes. So I'm going to have 5 scenes here. Now we just have to format the background again. Insert a picture from file. Next I will do the train station. And of course we have to change this graphic. Change picture from this device. Change it to a train. Now there's one problem. The train is facing the wrong way for this animation. If I preview this slide, Shift F5, see, it comes in backwards. It's not ideal. Very simply, I can go to Picture Format. We go to the Rotate options here and flip horizontal. Okay. I want to change my placement a little. That's fine. Maybe make it a little bigger. These are in a kind of vector style, so it's forgiving for some modification like this. Nice and big. I think that'll work. Now let's preview this slide. Okay. But I wanted a sound that's more essentially train-like. So we're just going to go back into Effect Options and choose my train sound. Yep. Now, easy enough. Just rinse and repeat all of these steps for each slide. Number 3, I want to be the hospital. Of course, we change this to an ambulance. Place it somewhere that looks all right. Over there. I'm going to change the sound effects. Change it to my ambulance sound. All right. Now, repeat for this. Picture from file. Let's do the police station. Change the picture to the fire truck. Oh, not the fire truck. What am I thinking? Thinking ahead. Change it to the police car. Good. Put it somewhere that makes sense. Yeah. Change the sound effects. Please car sound. And the final slides. The fire station. Format background. Let's change picture to fire truck. Got it right this time. A very red scene here. You can put it around here. Now change the sound effects. All right, so we can test. I do realize I've forgotten something. It drives away so quickly. So I could have gone into this over here before copying and pasting every slide. Could have gone into the exit animation, effect options, smooth start. That's what I intended to do. Then it drives off looking a little more natural. Since I've already copied every image, I'll have to manually go through and do that. Just for a little extra touch. Some realism. And just one more. Smooth starts. There we go. Why did the sound play there? I want no sound for that. I want sound for the arrival. Yeah. Let's test. Okay, we have the beginning image, a bus stop. We can do a point and say activity, speak about the scene, and we click. Bus arrives. We click again, bus leaves. Next screen. Train arrives, train leaves. Yep. Now, one thing is, the transitions are a little jarring. How can we make it better? I didn't consider this yet, so I don't know which one I want to use. The wipe is simple. What if we apply to all? Let's try that. Yep. Seems good to go. And the final scene. Yeah. I'm happy with that result. So you've seen in this video how I used AI to generate all of my assets, including some backgrounds and some vehicle PNGs with transparent backgrounds. Now, I was very excited to discover I could do this because this has a lot of potential. There's so much we could do with this in terms of making interactive learning experiences and games and so on. But anyway, more of that in the future. Thank you for watching my video. Leave a like if you found it interesting or useful.